On January 3rd, 1889, Friedrich Nietzsche, the man who declared God dead, lost his mind in a street in Turin. He spent the last 11 years of his life in a catatonic silence, a living ghost cared for by his mother and sister. But before this mental death, Nietzsche's life was defined by a relentless physical struggle with suffering. He was plagued by migraines that lasted for days, near blindness, and agonizing stomach ailments. For Nietzsche, death wasn't a distant concept. It was a constant shadow. Yet he didn't look at this shadow with fear. He looked at it as a challenge. He once wrote that his suffering was the ultimate liberator of the spirit. To understand Nietzsche's view on death, we must first understand how he viewed the agony of living. Nietzsche's most famous battle was against what he called the preachers of death. He believed that for 2,000 years, Western culture, driven by Christianity, had been obsessed with the wrong kind of death. By promising a perfect life after we die, Nietzsche argued that religion devalued the only life we actually have. If you spend your life waiting for a golden gate in the sky, you aren't truly living. You are practicing a slow suicide. He called this nihilism. To Nietzsche, death is the absolute end. There is no soul that floats away. There is only the body. And while that sounds grim, Nietzsche found it incredibly liberating. If there is no other world, then every moment of this world becomes infinitely more valuable. In his masterpiece, Thus Spoke Zarathustra, Nietzsche introduces a provocative idea, the consummating death. He says, "Many die too late, and some die too early. Still, the doctrine sounds strange. Die at the right time." What does it mean to die at the right time? Nietzsche believed that death should be a celebration, the final chord of a beautiful symphony. He despised those who clung to life when they were no longer capable of creating, loving, or willing. To him, a free death is one chosen with dignity when your life's work is done. It is better to die victorious than to linger in decay. Nietzsche offers us a terrifying thought experiment called the eternal recurrence. Imagine a demon creeps into your loneliest loneliness and tells you, "This life as you now live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more and innumerable times more." There is no change. Every pain and every joy must return in the same succession. How does this relate to death? If you can hear this news and not fall into despair, if you can say yes to the idea of living your life forever, then you have truly conquered the fear of death. You are no longer waiting for the end to rescue you from your troubles. You have affirmed your existence so deeply that death is just a transition in an eternal circle. This leads to Nietzsche's ultimate command, amor fati, love your fate. Not just tolerate it, not endure it, love it. This includes your death. To Nietzsche, the universe is a work of art, and every tragedy, including our own mortality, is a necessary brushstroke in that masterpiece. When we accept that death is what gives life its shape, like the silence between notes in a song, we stop being victims of fate. We become the masters of it. So what can we learn from the man who died in silence after a life of screams? First, stop waiting. There is no after. Live as if this is the only world, because it is. Second, live dangerously. Build your cities on the slopes of Vesuvius. If death is certain, why play it safe? And finally, finish your work. Don't let death find you with a half-written book or an unspoken, "I love you." Aim for a consummating death. Nietzsche's philosophy isn't about being happy, it's about being great. Death is the ultimate limit, and it is against that limit that we find our true strength. Die at the right time, but until then, live so that you would be willing to live forever.